You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show. What's going on, Fork family? I'm your host, as always, author, podcaster, gamer, Tim K.A. Trotter. Joining me on the property to my physical left by some many yards is my good boy, Brock.
Hello, hello.
And joining me, as always, the one, the only, the Buster of Knuckles, the Blister of Blisters, the Golden Boxing Ring Champ. No? Okay. I tried. I tried.
Trying too hard.
It's kind of the bit. It's the bit, though. I did those two things, then I try to throw in like a
Weird
freestyle.
One. It's always.
Well, I don't know about weird. I was say freestyle, but okay, fine. Weird. Okay, so we have a show for you, good folks. A lot of things have been going on in the world. Samsung made a actual, honest-to-God, fold-outable phone with a bendy screen.
Those are the technical terms too, used by Samsung.
Yeah,
bendy screen.
Fold-outable phone, bendy screen. That's exactly what it was. Reggie Fils-Aimé, president of Nintendo America, has officially announced his retirement. And apparently this is a bigger deal than I thought, because even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was congratulating Reggie Fils-Aimé on his retirement. Like, I just read on Twitter that The Rock was like, "Hey, you touched a lot of lives, including mine." And I was like, "Damn,
a lot of fucking people, dude."
Yeah,
just like Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Jesus! Not quite like that. Not quite like
that. No, but it just shows you how deep the video game culture has really seeped in. It's really, really cool to see someone that you wouldn't really figure, like The Rock, throwing a shout out to, a president of all things, like maybe like a team of a game. I could see like somebody like, shout out to Paper Mario team. They are awesome. But like specifically shouting out to the president of Nintendo America was actually really cool.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't know The Rock played games.
Yeah,
a lot of wrestlers play games, dude.
He's super into Pokemon too.
Is he really?
Oh yeah, he posts videos about he does theme parties for his daughters, and he always dresses up like a Pokemon.
No,
like he did Pikachu.
Shit. I had no idea.
He does a lot of really awesome Halloween costumes too.
Well, go figure.
I mean, look at Ronda Rousey. Super
nerd.
I
had no idea she was that nerdy until I started looking into her here, and that was just this year. Yeah. I was shocked that I didn't accidentally Google her nerdiness when she was vying for the role of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, so
nerd culture is deep, dude.
Yeah.
It's super. and you're like, really? Like when you find out Joe Manganiello
plays
fucking D&D.
Right. That dude's fucking big.
Vin Diesel.
Oh
Vin Diesel's GM and has been for many, many years.
Let's be honest. Who doesn't want Vin Diesel and his voice as your GM? Let's be honest right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Well, that's like, what's his name? I can never remember his name. The black guy that does all the cartoon voices.
Which one?
That's a very big statement you just made, sir.
Which fucking one? Because there's a lot of them. There's Phil Lamar. There's Keith David. That's the Arbiter.
Keith David. He's my absolute favorite.
There's Kevin Michael Richardson.
He did the boar's voice in Princess Mononoke and narrated it too. I'm pretty sure it's Keith David.
Yeah, I mean Keith David. Keith David is the man.
He would be an awesome narrator.
Oof, of course he would. Of course he would.
Yes.
I mean, think of how awesome Matt Mercer is as a DM. That would be dope as shit.
Yeah.
Just to have him DM just like a session for you would be awesome.
I personally, if for a one-shot session, it would have to be Samuel Jackson.
And this motherfucker threw a sword at you. What are you gonna do?
Actually, no, you're gonna do nothing. You're gonna do nothing. You're gonna die.
Roll initiative.
Crit, motherfucker. I'm roll a confirm.
Confirm that shit.
Man. That's good. That's good.
But yeah, it's really cool to see that now. How deep the
nerd culture is standard.
Yeah. I mean, considering back in the day, it was pretty frowned upon.
Oh, frowned upon is not the word.
Yeah, true.
Fucking banished to the corner.
Yeah, true.
Fucking shit. Let's see. What else has been going on in the world? We're just kind of freestyling it today, Mike.
Like we covered, or probably in the pre-show, well, what you put at the end of this episode, we got into. I think I found the game that I'm going to platinum.
Oh yeah, why didn't you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's Hitman 40. It's Hitman.
Did you almost say Hitman 47?
I almost said Hitman 47. Yeah,
that's how deep you're into
47. You know, the stealth game that was free on PSN this month. Pretty awesome. I fucking fell in love with it.
That's awesome. Like,
just the fact that I can drown people in a fucking bathtub, or like poison them, or eject them through a fucking roof on a fucking ejector seat from a jet, or blow them up with a fucking plastic explosive in their pocket. All this fun shit. Oh man.
Have you thrown the homing briefcase of doom yet?
No.
I've seen those videos.
Dude, I'm still playing the test missions.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting all the objectives. Like, I'm literally going, okay, what would I need to platinum this game? One of them is probably do all the objectives.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Okay. Sweet. And you've never really played stealth games before, right?
No.
Is this like your very first?
Dude, when I play Skyrim, I am literally a raging torrent of swords.
I mean, who's not?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not being stealthy. What is this stealth mechanic? Go suck a dick. I want you to know I'm coming.
Yeah. So I played the original series on original Xbox, and then I think Xbox 360. And there is a mission, and I can't remember which game, but you sneak into this like a bondage party, and you can tie your contract up at the table and wear a gimp mask, and then you beat him to death with a fucking double-ended dildo or a leather whip or something. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's what I love about that game. It's weird shit. Like, be a clown and shoot them in the face. What? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I would love to see them make a movie like that. A Hitman movie like that. Dresses up like a clown.
Called Hardcore Henry, sir.
I still haven't watched that. I've been
Really?
meaning
Pretty
to.
good.
Yeah, I've been meaning to.
You're talking about the first-person shooting movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah, we're
movie's dope. I got it in an Apple box, Brock.
It's on Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah,
I think
well,
so,
it's on
Nick.
the Apple box I gave you, so there.
True.
But it's good. Yeah, no, it's actually really good. And they get away with like a ton of shit that they normally couldn't because they filmed it in Russia.
Yeah.
Like they, like some of their shit is like, did that dude just get his arm blown off? Was that not a special effect?
Not in Mother Russia.
No, it was not. Oh man. So what is it? Distill for me, if you would, percolate that that brew. Like, what is it that is specifically so captivating about Hitman for you? Is it the fact that you're being stealthy? Is it the fact that you're murdering pools? Is it the fact that you can be creative in kind of like a masochist kind of way?
Yeah, that's what it is.
All of those?
No, just the last one.
Oh, just the last one.
Yep, just that game of cat and mouse. Oh, the inner predator comes out.
Fair
Like
enough.
having to wait, I'm like, oh, not yet. If I get too close, you're gonna get suspicious. No. Oh no, look, drink your drink. Oh, you feel woozy. Oh, you're about to have a real bad time. Is that the puppetry of life
Mm.
that I can play in this game? It just it captivates me.
I gotcha.
That can be fucking weird. Oh.
Yes, you can. You can be very fucking weird in those games.
Well, man, if that's the kind of thing, I mean, have you ever played any of the Grand Theft Autos there, Mike?
I have.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like if that's your thing, just saying, Grand Theft Auto 5 might have your weirdness for you.
Really, it's weird.
Oh fuck yeah! Like, good God! Like if you can fucking plant an explosive on a hobo to let him go into a convenience store, so then cops show up to rob the convenience store, blow up the convenience store, and then beat everybody to death with a big black dildo. I mean, sure. Yeah.
I think I like it because you're an assassin. That's what I think I like about it too.
I mean, being an assassin is inherently cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just something about that. You got that John Wick thing going on.
Even a possible spoiler here for the Fork in Your Path podcast. For James's game, I'm playing just that.
Oh, okay.
It's a little spoiler for you.
Okay.
Oh, that should be fun.
I know the character you might play, Brock.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a little prequel. Here's a little insight here, guys. I guess I'll announce it now.
Okay.
I'm taking a break from podcasting for a little bit.
All right.
I'm not in a really, sometimes I'm not in the best headspace recently, so I don't want to, bring that into the show.
Okay.
But if you guys, and I did have the thought of just as I announced that after this, I'll get off. But if you guys would oblige me with this one request, and that is, let's right now make our characters for James's game. Not like roll stats or nothing, just the idea of like what you want to be, what class. I'll stay the entire show and a little extra if you guys want to do that. Like, I'll announce right now what character I'm playing in James's game.
What you think, Brock?
Brock's muted, so I will.
Son of a bitch.
I will fill in on what's happening.
No. Yeah, sorry about that. No, I'm totally down with that. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch because I'm gonna go take my son to go see How to Train Your Dragons 3 at 3:15. So
I've heard it's amazing.
I've heard it's amazing as well.
I'm super excited.
Okay, so
I see how it is. You didn't invite me to one of my favorite franchises. It's okay. It's fine. I only work and live with you. It's fine.
I figured you wouldn't want to fucking go watch a movie with a kid.
I wouldn't care. I'd be the one in the kid. I'd be like, no, don't kill the dragon or whatever. Whatever the hell happens in that movie. I don't know.
Nice. 1 second, let me go grab a pencil real quick, and we can do this. And I have to I'm grabbing my notebook. I will post a picture in our chat. This notebook. This is like, you're getting a look into my creation for everything that you guys play in our campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Do you know what kind of game James is doing, Brock?
I think he's doing Iron Gods, unless that's changed.
Well, nobody's ever talked to me about anything, so.
This was months and months ago, Tim.
Oh, well.
This is when we were still consistently playing.
Nobody's talked to me recently about it.
Oh, I mean, I've had this character built for fucking months now. I mean, but I also have 8 or 9 other characters that I built when I get bored because we've been taking a break. So I like to delve in and kind of try to figure stuff out.
You guys back?
Yeah, we never left.
Okay. I will, I just thought that would be a fun thing to do. Let everybody get a peek of what we have to do to bring a show to life.
Okay.
Plus, I've been doing this all the time, and I just want to get it out of my head. I've been inventing this guy deep, okay? So you guys are getting, like, the prequel. James knows some of this. So he'll have to listen. Is Brock back?
Yeah, I'm
Why
here.
do you keep saying if he's back? He's still here.
I thought he had to go take care of his kid. Sorry.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Okay.
He's actually
Brock.
napping.
I heard what you said, and I know what you go through.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get all that out of your head. So, and not playing doesn't help.
Yeah, it definitely lends a lot of freedom of expression that you usually don't get in kind of any other like expressionable media like drawing or even video games. Because you just create everything from fucking nothing. Which is awesome.
Yeah. And it helps that you guys are super, super into it and creative because, goddamn, man. If you guys weren't, you just were like, yeah, do whatever you want. I'm just going to play a kind of one-note character. Brock, you say things to me, I'm like, God damn it, man.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. All right, guys. In our chat right now, I just posted a picture of the notebook.
It's a book. It's a pencil.
By Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah. Dear Galarian, I love the shit out of you motherfuckers. But guys, fear not, in my absence and hopefully thereafter, because secretly after you guys told me Brock is taking over as co-host of the show in my stead.
Yep. Brock moving on up.
I secretly hope you fall in love with podcasting and want to do this afterwards, like with us when I return.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's done. I mean, I don't know if you remember this, Mike, but Brock was my co-host on our Wizards Rule podcast, our Legend of the Secret podcast.
Ah, damn, I love that show.
So, I mean, Brock did that for, what did we do that for, 4 years?
Yeah, it was 4 years and
4 years
many
and a day?
episodes. Yeah. And
Okay, well, what made you stop? I want to get into that.
I mean, the show ended.
Well, the show ended, and there was no that we got when the show ended. A new book came out, and we kind of did a first chapter, not reading, but almost like a book club. I think.
Yeah, you talked about it. You read and talked about it.
And then it just was like, well, it's kind of hard to go off of something that isn't like a easily consumable media that you know,
Yeah.
you have an hour to watch something, and then you can do it right before the show, so it's nice and fresh.
Yep.
But like trying to read a chapter and then, you know, take notes, and you know, we
It's
had
just
a really
annoying.
supportive. Yeah, it's annoying. We had a really supportive fan base, really dedicated.
They're the best supportive fan base. Sorry,
Yeah,
Fork
they were-
fam. You're awesome too.
Yeah, but like
But you got to rank up.
Yeah, it was really great. Like we had a bunch of moderators that
Yeah, we had a forum for crying out loud. Like
yeah,
it was...
we had a full forum that was moderated by volunteers, and
Yeah.
just really deep. And
we had people making
Oh,
T-shirts. It was crazy.
You guys are gonna be really happy because I'll let you know this right now. There are legends. I made prestige classes from the basic character classes of that show, and it's in our world that we're playing in.
See, that's gonna be cool.
Like you're gonna meet one soon.
Oh, cool.
Put it that way.
All right.
That's gonna be fun.
Because we will fact check the shit out of you because I know you didn't read the books.
No, that's fine. I didn't read the books. It's all based off the show. It's all based off the show. I'm gonna be real honest.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the show then because it's on Hulu.
Is
So
it?
I'll have to yeah, it's on Hulu. I'll have to watch it, rewatch it.
That's how I'm watching it.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's exciting because I've been craving something sort of truthy. Me and Tim have been listening to
Wheel of Time.
Sword Truth, Wheel of World Time Breaker.
It's a Wheel of Time, book 1, Eye of the World.
And it's really good. It's definitely a little bit different, but it's really good.
Well,
and I see a lot of the similarities.
I was telling Brock
about
that in retrospect, now that we've been playing Pathfinder a lot, Wheel of Time feels like a Pathfinder campaign. Like,
would you like to know
really
what her class is?
Oh yeah,
I gave you another sneak right there, a little peek right there. What her name is?
it's Kara.
She's a confessor.
okay.
That's her class. So, little sneak peek.
Very good. Very good.
All right, guys. For James's campaign, he's running Iron Gods.
Yes. Okay. That is the one I thought. And then, so I have like 2 characters that I built for this. But Mike turned me on to a different character that I'm going to have to build. So that's up in the air, but one is just an absolute brutal clone of another character. And he, instead of using 2 swords, he uses 2 maces. And it's just going to be an absolute just fucking wrecking ball. And then the other ones, I'll have to flush them out a little bit more. I don't want to give away too much, but hopefully it'll pique the interest of listeners to maybe check out Fork. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
We're listening.
I don't know.
Okay.
You just kind of like stopped mid-sentence.
Oh, well, okay, so
Fool?
this character is based on Corbin, my 2-weapon fighter. But like I said, instead of swords, he uses maces, which the little bit of research I've done into Iron Gods is going to be a little bit more favorable weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, just I was playing For Honor a lot this last week on the Shigoki, and the way he just fucking pummels people to death makes me want to play this character even more. So he'll be interesting. I haven't really come up with a name yet, but I did come up with a name. Little John.
Little John.
Yep, so it's going to be a break from Bjorn. because Bjorn is exclusively a halfling. For now, at least. But we'll see. Maybe we'll have another iteration of Bjorn that isn't a halfling.
All right, Tim, what are you playing?
I have no fucking idea.
We're doing this live.
I guess so. I mean, because I only made one other character and it was a backup for our other game. So I could do that, but I'm thinking that, Dolores is such a Dolores.
Terrible human being.
I'm thinking, what's it? You said it, Yosemite Sam from Looney Tunes. I'm thinking along those lines.
So you're playing the gunslinger?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
A pistolero.
At the very least,
Dude,
we need
that sounds fun.
We need some sort of Southern rootin' tootin' Sarge from Red vs. Blue kind of character. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That could be fun.
So an older gentleman, would you say?
I'm not sure.
A silver fox, if you will.
I'm looking at like all the different options here in Brock's app for the game. Let's see. There's like a lot of fucking shit here.
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
There is.
And
Wei
it's not even
Yang,
completed
Vish
yet.
Kanyang, Vanara, Severblum, Suli, Sturix, Samsaran, Nagaga, Merfolk, Kitsune, Gripply, Gilman, Durger, Changeling, Undine, Tiefling, Tengu. I don't know what any of these are. Sliff.
Okay. Well, do you want to be a humanoid, or would you rather be something like do you want to play a medium or a small character?
Medium character.
You want to play a medium. Okay, so that takes out what, halflings, gnomes, kobolds, goblins, all that out.
Okay.
So now you're like a medium.
Human, half orc, half elf.
Ifrit's medium.
What is it?
Ifrits.
Ifrit.
And he's free?
Sure.
It's a fire.
It's a human that has a fire elemental in their bloodline somewhere.
Yes.
That sounds kind of dope. Let's go with that.
Okay.
They are awesome,
And take phone calls.
No, I'm not taking phone calls. It's muted.
They also have a racial trait where they can fucking spit fire too, as like a cantrip, I think, or is that? I think it's a spell, maybe. I'll have to check.
This is native outsider, dark vision, spell like ability, burning hands, energy resistance, fire affinity, languages.
Okay, well, let's see if that race will
There's
will help.
somebody fucking drilling up above me. Are you serious right now? Goddamn Dave John Wall. All right. Can you all hear that?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
sounds like a vibrator.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Rock, you're my kind of dude. Let me just tell you. If that's what a vibrator sounds like to you, you're my motherfucking man. Let me tell you.
Got to chip a tooth at least.
So you want to play?
Okay, so I'm gonna pick a freak here.
Okay, so that's Dex and Charisma, and you take a hit to Wisdom. So I think that's good for the Gunslinger.
It is very good because charisma is used for his deeds.
So the classes I can be with that character are Alchemist, Anti-Paladin, Arcanist, Barbarian, Bard, Blood Rager, Brawler, Cavalier, Clerk, Druid, Fighter, Gunslinger, Hunter, Inquisitor.
Okay, you can be a Gunslinger. That's fine.
Magus, Monk, Ninja, Oracle, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Samurai, Shaman, Scald,
Scald.
It's a Viking.
Slayer, Sorcerer, Swashbuckler, War Priest, Witch, Wizard. And also Aristocrat, Commoner, Adept, and Warrior.
That's only if you want to use the favored class mechanic. You can also just opt out of that and take the additional skill point,
which I do.
So you guys are thinking I should be Gunslinger with that then?
Well, I mean, you say you want to play him like Yosemite Sam.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, like Yosemite
Oh
Sam.
yeah. Oh goddamn right. You bet your ass, Mike.
Okay.
You
Okay.
bet your ass.
Oh,
You don't
I'm
think I'm
having
gonna go
so
full
much.
Southern? You are wrong.
Okay. Okay. So you take a +2 to your dex. So write that down.
Well, hang on. I'm in a nap, so
Okay.
chill out. So I've
Well, you
got.
gotta roll.
So when I
You gotta
select
roll your stats.
Gunslinger, it says don't apply or apply archetypes.
Okay, if you're gonna play like Yosemite Sam, you're gonna want to be a pistolero.
So apply
So-
archetypes.
Yes.
Pistolero. Okay.
Yeah, it gives you pistol,
Says gunsmith, up close
exotic
and
weapons.
deadly, deadeye, twin shot knockdown. Okay, that seems all right. So we'll go pistolero. Okay.
Well, Yosemite Sam sounds more like a shotgun type of fella.
That's Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, you're thinking
Elmer Fudd.
You're thinking
Right.
Elmer
Yosemite
Fudd.
Sam does have pistols. Okay. Yeah, two 6 guns, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Rootin' too.
Sorry, I mixed up my cartoon. I had a fun idea.
I mean,
was
it's
gonna
the
be
same. It's the same property, Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
So you know. Do you know they're
No.
doing a fucking Space Jam 2?
Yes, with Kobe Bryant, I think.
Was there a
No,
Space
it's with
Jam 2?
LeBron.
Oh, is
Fuck
it
yourself.
LeBron?
Was it
They're
really?
making one.
Yeah, they're making one right
yeah.
now.
I know.
No, I'm dead serious. Look it up. It's for real. It's happening. LeBron James, Space Jam 2.
Okay, so now Tim has the Yosemite Sam Ifrit.
Okay.
I think I'm going to now. I think if you will oblige me, I can announce the name and the race and maybe the class of what I'm playing.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I, my good sons, am alabaster coin.
Okay.
As you can see by my lovely complexion, I'm a tiefling.
Okay.
The blood of an Oni runs through my veins.
I have no idea what that is in Pathfinder.
An Oni is like it's from Tien. It's like an Asian demon.
Okay. I mean, Oni is Asian, but I was like, I didn't know if that's what it was.
It's a tiefling race, sub-race.
Okay.
It's instead of a demon, it was an Oni that got itself into your bloodline somehow.
Okay. On favorite class, do I need to do same as class for this?
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Alignment?
That's like
Chaotic neutral or chaotic evil? Because Yosemite Sam does. He's not a terrible person, but he's definitely not good.
Yeah. I assume advancement needs to be medium, right?
yeah. I don't know. I think James is running the book as is, so I think that is a medium. Yes.
Favorite class bonus: 1 hit point or 1 skill rank.
For a pistolero, I would say probably skill point, because you should not be in close quarters combat.
Yeah. If anything gets within 30 feet, there's a problem.
So skill rank.
Yes.
Okay. So we need a name. We need a name for this. A freak gunslinger.
Are there any famous geysers in Galarian?
That's
Because Yosemite Park. Call him Galarian.
Jesus. That's as bad as being like
that's horrible.
It's Tex from Texas.
Yep. My name's Tex from Wisconsin.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say Wyoming. I mean, like it's Tex from fucking a thing.
My name's Dakota from South Carolina.
My name's Dakota, and I come from the border.
John Smith. Just call him John Smith.
My name is John Smith. I say. No,
I really can't wait.
That's terrible.
I know.
But no, I think it does have to be kind of terrible. So something like on the nose that like the name itself is a joke. like his name is South, last name North.
That's too terrible.
Or just terrible enough.
No, that's
terrible. And I'm playing, by the way, guys, I'm playing a fighter.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm playing a fighter. And he wields a butchering axe.
Oh, fuck.
What you might know, the first thing you notice about Alabaster is, other than he is scaled and horned, is, well, hold on, I have a picture actually. His scales are very like fine, so they're hard to see, and he has a big like mask almost on his face of bone. Because Onis are traditionally seen wearing masks. Let me find the image right now. Tim, don't go crazy with this name, bud.
I am.
Please don't. Please don't.
Why?
Don't make it too on the nose. This is James's first time he's GMing.
And?
Oh, don't worry. Little John, being of -1 intellect, I'm sure we'll find something to make fun of him.
That's Alabaster.
Okay.
Okay.
The bone on his nose, the bone like mask on his face, it goes onto his neck and shoulders. As you can see, he's kind of lightly armored.
Mm-hmm.
One would he probably would wear a breastplate maybe, but the butchering axe does all the work. And the fact that he has really long arms, like unnaturally long.
All right, so I typed into Google terrible Southern names, and the first article that came up was from GQ magazine, and it says, "Why are my fellow whites so awful at naming children?" Oh man, this is gonna get bad.
It should be something like Traden or Shaden.
Trade route.
Case Cashton. Oh my god.
Oh man.
These names are so bad. Ledger, like not like Heath Ledger, but like the fucking like the book.
Book Ledger.
Ridge. Aiden with 2 A's. Cannon.
Oh, dude, no.
Cannon.
Ridge
Cannon.
Topper.
Here we go.
The name should be Ridge
Cannon
Topper.
Johnson.
Cannon with 3 N's.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's it. Cannon with 3 N's Johnson. With 3 N's.
Cannon.
That's awesome. Cannon Johnson. The third.
The 3.5.
Yeah. I didn't know the 2.5 others before me, but they were great men.
Great man.
So funny enough, I did actually make a gunslinger. My first character was a gunslinger for Iron Gods, but I didn't feel like playing a gunslinger. I wanted to play a little bit more of a fighter, just because of I absolutely fell in love with Corbin and the fighter
Corbin Dallas.
2-weapon. Almost. That's where I did get the name from.
Yeah,
guys, if I ever play a bard, that's how I'm playing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Ruby Rod.
That would be hilarious.
That's how
Are you
gonna
have a magical staff that amplifies your voice?
That's prestidigitation, Bubba.
Is it really?
Yeah, prestidigitation can amplify your voice.
Minor tricks. Good call.
Yes, sir.
But it would be better to have like a fucking magical metal staff that you use, and you flick it up, and it fucking shoots out a blinding light, like almost like dazzling gleam.
That would be the rod of minor wonders, is what it would be.
Oh.
So Tim, Cannon Johnson.
Cannon Jansen.
Jansen. The third.
Cannon Jansen, the 3.5.
The other head's got blown off.
Oh, you know what? I think as an Imprith, you can take a familiar and you could have a familiar tumor.
What?
Or is that only for casters, Mike?
I think that's for alchemists.
So if you're an alchemist and maybe a caster, I don't know which one, but instead of having a ring of power or a familiar pet, you have a fucking tumor
That's alive.
That's alive and like helps you. And so, yeah, that would be awesome because then the half could be your tumor.
God damn, I
Okay.
love Pathfinder.
So I've got the name. Am I rolling or am I doing point by?
James said point by.
No.
No.
46. It's 46.
Okay, well, I just have a roll button, so I hit the roll button.
It rolls all of them automatically, and it'll cast your.
Okay, I rolled it. Do I need to add anything to it, or is that?
No, it should automatically add your pluses.
Then I got skills. I can do 3. Let's see.
Hold on, what did you roll?
Well, what do you mean? What did I roll?
What are your stats?
What are your stats? You gotta roll multiple of those, dude.
Well, I rolled it
in the app, Mike, in the app, it rolls all your stats at once and fills them in for you.
According to your class?
No. Are you talking about skills or his stats?
That's stats is what he's rolling.
Yeah, so in this app, when you're making a new character, it has all your stats as 0 with their pluses and minuses already filled in, and then you just hit a roll button, and then it auto fills them all up. And it adds the +2, -1, and all that stuff. So you can't roll individual stats with this app, unfortunately.
Okay, that's weird.
Anyways, so my strength is 9 total, dexterity.
That's okay.
16 total, with
That's
a
good.
lot of mods and racial pluses.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution's 11, intelligence is 11, wisdom's 10, and charisma's 11.
Wow, that was terrible rolls.
I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay.
So skills says I've got.
Well, hold on, Brock. What did you get?
So I just did a quick point buy for Little John because I didn't have time to roll, and I just basically did his key stats high, and then minused everything. But I'm gonna when we get closer, I'm gonna re-roll them. But I did my gunslinger for Iron Gods. I did. Where is he? Sorry, I have like 20 characters in my app.
It's cool.
All right. Where is it? Is him? Yeah. Okay. So I got 9 for my strength, 7 for my charisma. Con is 12, wisdom is 16, dex is 18, and intelligence is 14. And I rolled this guy in our Discord.
I rolled in ours as well. And I got 2 18s, 2 17s, and a 10.
Oh, nice. He is going to be a fucking brutal monster.
Yeah. I can't believe the app doesn't let you move whatever you want around, so you can't dump a stat if you wanted to.
You can. You just have to do it in the point buy. So if he takes his stats as is, he can just switch them around in the point buy, I think. Actually, no, he might be able to move them around just from... Hold on, let me... make a scrap character real quick.
You don't do that for fun anyway?
I do. I just usually delete them so they don't take stuff up.
Oh.
Roll. Oh yeah. So when you hit roll, you can modify all those stats in the app.
Okay.
You just can't roll each stat individually.
Oh, it just does it one shot. It rolls it for you, and not like how we did in our Discord. Just every single, one roll, then the next roll, then the next roll. It does it all at once. I get it.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure what stat I want to dump.
He's a fighter. Probably wisdom or charisma.
I was gonna say charisma and just play him as like he's brash and blunt.
Yeah.
So the 10 charisma. Probably the 18's strength and con.
I mean, I love intelligence, but 18 and an intelligence for a fighter really isn't necessary. But a con or a dex, maybe.
Oh, I also rolled a 14. I forgot. Sorry. I didn't say that one, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the... So what, dex you think the 14 or the 17 for the dex?
Oh, 17 for the dex. Definitely. It's going to make playing a fast, light armored fighter a lot easier.
Yeah. And I mean, the last two doesn't really matter. It's either wisdom or intelligence. Do I want to have a lot of skill points for a fighter?
I mean, I do. I like it.
All right. And then wisdom, a 14. Done. Nice.
Because you got to remember, being able to do acrobatics checks with ease is going to make, again, playing a light armored fighter a lot easier.
Yeah. You haven't met the fighter yet.
So of the skills, I have acrobatics, appraise, bluff, climb, diplomacy, disable device, disguise, escape artist, fly. I don't know why fly is always in every single app. Handle animal, heal, intimidate.
Well,
probably heal.
Classes can fly. That's why.
I'd say probably heal, right?
I would say heal, acrobatics, and what is his knowledge? Oh, perception. Perception. Always perception.
But I'm on skills.
Perception is the most rolled stat in the game.
But I'm not on a stat. I'm on skills.
Well, skill. My bad. Most rolled skill in the game.
Well, I don't see that as anything here.
Should be in the alphabetical order of where P falls.
Okay, well, it's not, you dumb fuck. So,
It is.
Oh no, there it is.
You owe me sushi. You owe me sushi.
And then I can choose one new feat. I probably want the gunsmith from Pistolero, maybe? Or gunslinger's dodge, maybe?
No,
Grit?
Gunsmith is absolutely necessary for
craft alchemy. You need craft alchemy to make bullets.
That's a skill.
Okay, here's what I have in feats. I got gunsmith, languages, pistolero, gunslinger's dodge, gunsmithing, quick clear, native outsider, spell-like ability, up close and deadly, weapon proficiency, grit, weapon and armor proficiency, energy resistance, dark vision, and fire affinity.
Okay. Is that under your granted feats or your chosen feat?
New granted feats. I can select one.
I personally go with gunsmith because it makes upgrading your weapons and maintaining them a lot easier. Which is pretty fucking key if you can't have a functioning weapon.
Mm-hmm. You might need craft too, yeah.
Not for that if he has a gunsmithing kit. And they're only like 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm confused. So those feats are actually the granted feats. So I have those already.
Oh, then
okay.
you're good.
But it says I can add one more feat.
So add a feat. Hit add feat, and then...
okay, so of those that aren't grayed out... Oh, Jesus Christ, it's like the whole list of all the things.
You can do quick draw, which is an awesome for a pistolero.
Draw weapons as free action. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can draw your gun.
Wait, it says use unused skill ranks left. Right.
So just go back to your skill, and if you have an unused point, do craft alchemy so that you can make alchemical bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused on what I need to do in the app here. Like, it's got quick draw under new feat, but when I go to the right under finalize, it says unused skills. Oh, I have 2 more skills to choose. Oh, that's what it's saying. Okay, and then I hit that and it took me back to skills. Okay.
Yep.
So then probably want maybe sense motive and maybe appraise. I don't know. I'll just try survival. How about that? That's always fine.
I mean,
okay, and it says no issues
is gonna
detected.
Help you.
Okay, but that's a feat, right?
Mm-mm. It's a skill. It's under the craft skill.
I have spellcraft.
No, it's just craft in your skill tree. So in our app, Tim. So yeah, craft. You click on the arrow, and it'll drop down, and then it'll show, craft alchemy, siege weapon, traps, and weapons.
All right, I've got 1 rank in craft alchemy.
And then once you get that to level 4, 5, you get roll with advantage, I believe, to craft stuff.
All right, Cannon Johnson, the 3rd and a half, Ifrit Gunslinger, has been created. So there you go.
Sweet.
So go ahead, Brock. What are you taking, feats and skill wise?
So for my guy, so for Little John, skills. Let's see what he has. So he took knowledge engineering, survival, and that's it. Yeah, he's a really stupid fighter, so he has no fucking intelligence. And then for chosen feats, improved initiative, 2 weapon fighting, and weapon focus for mace heavy. And that's it. And then all the applicable granted feats for a 2 weapon fighter.
I'm taking feat wise. I had to take exotic weapon proficiency to use the butchering axe.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that one, and I'm taking combat reflexes.
Smart.
You're not getting past me.
No, that's a good one.
I'm gonna be in the front. I'm gonna do some damage.
That's fucking cool.
And fighters don't get skills, so it doesn't really matter.
No, they don't.
If I have to, I'm not doing my job if I talk you out of me killing you. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
What he's good at, he's good at. I think I took. I'm trying to find exotic weapon proficiency here. I took intimidate, obviously. Knowledge engineering. Knowledge dungeoneering.
All right.
Profession. And survival.
What profession did you take?
Torturer.
Smart.
So that's some funness. Oh, by the way, neutral evil.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I said that or not.
You did not. I assumed with Torturer, he was probably going to be chaotic or neutral.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm definitely going to take the step up feat.
It's a good feat.
Will you take a 5-foot step? Oh, word, we're taking a 5-foot step. That's and I can just role play. Where are you going? Where are you going? Like, I don't know if I should. I'm debating on how I should play him. Okay, I'm letting you in. I'm thinking of playing him like kind of a cocky, posh. You know, where are you going? No, you're not going there.
I mean, I feel like
or like
Cannon
Cockney,
will kill you,
or a Cockney Brit.
Cannon's gonna try and kill you.
He could try.
I'm sure.
This is gonna be fun. No,
so everybody's characters made.
Yeah. My character's already done. That's nice.
Okay.
What do you think Jessica's gonna play, Tim?
I don't think she's aware of anything that's happening. So that's my honest answer to that.
We talked about playing Iron Gods almost 2 months ago, so I mean it's kind of
yeah. This Pud does not remember at all,
but that's okay. It'll be a fun refresher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what'd you think about that roadmap for Fallout 76 there, Mike?
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Okay. You still playing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What'd you think about...
Did you hear about... Oh,
yeah, go for it, Brock. Go for it, co-host.
What'd you think about them banning that player just a couple days ago? He glitched... He glitched the map so that he could go look at their future raid areas, and they banned him. He had some ridiculous amount of hours, like almost 1,000 hours into the game, and they just fucking banned him.
Yeah, he had everything. Everything was maxed, and they did a complete forever ban on him.
Huh.
And then he politely took to YouTube and Twitter and was like, "Hey, I'm probably the only person who likes Fallout 76. I did everything, and they banned me. Ask me anything." Yeah.
Oh man, that's not good.
No, it's not.
No.
Like, I mean, at least he wasn't I mean, he probably was, but at least the media coverage he was getting was like, he was very calm, cool, and collected about it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to be like, these motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, I would have been heated. That's like...
I mean, you were already heated about the game just launching in the state that it was in, Brock.
Yeah, I was. And, and then to have them release the roadmap of what they're doing and then, not even acknowledge, we don't want people breaking our games to go into places that we should never have put in the game in the first place until we were ready to launch. So,
Yeah, I mean, I did that kind of shit in Destiny. I never got banned for it. I mean, to be fair, though, I probably wasn't streaming it or being like, "Ooh, internet, look at this."
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, the onus is kind of on the developer if, like, you know.
Yeah, I can definitely. Yeah, I understand. When I was younger, I worked for a video game company, and
You don't need to shy away from it. It's not like they're gonna sue you.
oh, that's true. Okay, so I worked for Valve
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Belgium.
really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. True, real story. He worked
I
for
worked
Valve.
for Valve, and their back ban, it was really, for me as a gamer, I had a lot of sympathy for people, getting banned from their games and losing all this stuff. But on the offhand, it's like, well, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You're a goddamn 30-year-old shut-in. Like, did you not think hacking your fucking Counter-Strike was gonna, like, did you think that fucking gold-plated Deagle was really worth it? Well, it's like, so, I can see both sides of the story. Bethesda was well within their rights for banning him. It's just me as a gamer, I definitely also feel the pain, but I also do not abide by cheating at all.
Yeah.
So, but that right there, in my opinion, wasn't cheating. I think they could have given him, a 30-day ban or something, something
shadow
along
ban.
those, like something along those lines.
Mhm.
That's a little bit more, I don't know, like
Less permanent.
yeah, a punishment that it would be a punishment that fit the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, dude didn't hack their game and like disseminate all this code. Like, oh, they're gonna do this, and this.
Yeah, it
He
wasn't like
just
their
straight
support
up,
staff who leaked all their fucking credit card and financial information to everybody.
Yeah. So, I mean,
you're right. Dude was just trying to be a fan of the game and was able to access an area that obviously have the develop but not any content in, just like Destiny. Like, honestly, back in the Destiny 1 days, that was literally one of my favorite things to do in Destiny 1. I know that's kind of weird, but I loved being able to glitch through the map and see areas that, like, were like undiscovered country, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I loved, I remember getting into the House of Wolves area since launch because they had it and it was like really cool and whatnot, and you could go explore and whatnot. And then when House of Wolves came out, it was mostly the same, but they changed some of it in there, and it was still really cool. Mm-hmm. But so I don't really see that this dude was doing anything different than what I did back in Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the fact that he was like some high profile streamer or something. So, but on another note, I mean, you play the game, you probably have a better pulse on Fallout 76 than any of us, since you play it. Do you feel Bethesda South keeps moving in the right direction with the game? And do you think, I mean, I don't know what the player numbers are. Do you think there's enough player base to support a roadmap?
Yeah.
You do?
I think a lot of people have a bad perception of what Bethesda did
because of the launch.
Yeah.
Okay.
The launch was rough, admittedly.
Okay.
It just what they're doing now is just super fun, at least to me.
Okay.
And I have a small group that I play with.
Yeah.
So, it's always fun hopping into sharing worlds with people and killing things and all the fun shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what me and Brock and now another friend of mine and former podcaster with me as well, Robert, are doing an Anthem.
You see, it's sad because you would think I would like Anthem.
I mean, based on everything you've said, there's flying.
I had fun. I did have fun.
Okay.
While we were playing until my shit got taken away.
Yeah, we just got back up to that point in the real game, by the way.
Yeah.
So if it makes you feel any better, I got some decent loot, and Brock got. I mean, he got loot, but it was not good.
No, it wasn't bad. It's just not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like it was not bad by any means. I have been hunting for a grenade launcher for the last 10 levels and have not found a single grenade launcher.
Yeah.
I found one at level 2. That's it. And I'm still, and it's a terrible grenade launcher. It sucks.
Speaking in terms of developers being on the ball, at least right now, I mean, obviously it's day 2 of the official Anthem launch, and BioWare they've already had 2 patches, like fixing stuff that was like broken for stuff or whatever. They had a huge day 1 patch, which fixed a bunch of stuff from both the demo and last week's early access. And then they had a patch just this morning, actually, that I guess was fixing certain people's connectivity problems. And I guess there's a problem with one of the later missions that I haven't gotten to. And it's interesting that it's been less than 24 hours. And there's been like 2 giant patches. So their response time has been really good, and then they've been really open about it on Twitter and Reddit and whatnot, which is interesting and refreshing, in my opinion. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Digital Extremes in Warframe. You know, they're just really open with the community. You know, at least so far, obviously. Hard to judge a book by them putting duct tape on the cover for the first few days. As it were.
Yeah,
analogy.
But it's fun, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'm having a blast. In fact, some of the only things that I think me and Brock both share these gripes are, one, so the loading in the game has to get fixed. There's just no...
Too many load screens.
Yeah.
And they're not fast enough.
Yeah, and they got faster this week. And they said that they're definitely on it. But it's really odd to me that A, it's BioWare, and B, it's a huge high-profile launch. I mean, there's fucking an ad for this in Times Square in New York right now. And, like, the game's playable. You know, all the systems work. Me and Brock haven't been bounced once at all.
Really?
The matchmaking has been really good.
Matchmaking has been really fast, really flawless. I've had no problems with the online part of the game.
Yeah.
The problem is, you know, you go from your javelin to load into the fucking game to play a mission, and it's fucking 5-7 minutes. And
you
that's
get out
ridiculous.
Of your javelin you go out of your javelin to upgrade or change equipment. It's 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then sometimes if it's a huge mission where you got to like go underground, you'll hit a loading screen
or 2.
Yeah. And it's just like, I honestly don't know what choice was made in development that this shipped this way. Because the thing it's weird. Like, and I just don't understand how it works development wise, because it's like when you're flying around the open world, there's no loading.
Mm-hmm.
The open world is fucking huge, extremely detailed, and I would argue larger and more detailed than any like open area of any of the patrol zones in Destiny. And maybe because also, you know, it only does have the one open world, but it's like, I mean, I'm flying around it right now. And it's like, I just went through some mountains. I went through some streams. I went from like the rainy rainforest area to kind of like the windy hills. And it's like, there's no loading. But on a mission, there's fucking loading. And I don't understand. Like, why? Like, was it fucking made by different teams or some shit? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how that even happened. You know?
Another one of my other big gripes, which really surprised me, was there's no like technical skill tree there that you can add things to your javelin that make things better or better weapons and stuff like that. But you as a character don't have a legitimate skill tree.
I mean, you do, but it's only one way.
Yeah, then you don't have a skill tree.
It's a bamboo stick.
You have a fucking ladder to climb up, which is fine.
That's a better analogy, a ladder.
Like, that's fine, but that's just not at all what I'm used to from somebody like BioWare.
And then the irony too is on the guns. So the way the guns work, because we finally figured this out last night. Mike.
Okay.
So the way the guns work is, so you get like a base crappy weapon, right? And if you like the way that feels, you have to get 50 kills with it, and then you unlock a blueprint for that. And then from that blueprint, you can basically just keep dumping like different components and stuff into it to keep making it better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Until eventually, like, it's like an ultimate level or a masterwork or whatever the hell they call it at the end of that tree.
But you have to complete each challenge for each ranking of the weapon. So
yeah, so it's kind of like, if we're putting it in Destiny terms, or even Destiny plus Warframe terms, it's a little bit of like Warframes using the weapon with the old gunsmith things from Destiny 1. Remember? It's a little bit of those things.
Yeah.
To get the weapon better.
Mm-hmm.
Which that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and it's not bad. Like, it's not implemented bad.
No, it's done really well. But plus the UI is not terrible either compared to the demo that we had.
They changed like a bunch of shit from the demo.
Yeah. They added a lot of stuff. They didn't change it. They added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the HUD is way different too.
And then also, speaking of that, like, there's a lot of people complaining about, like, oh, you have to press a button and you have to load into this, and then you have to load into basically Fort Tarsus, which is just like Destiny's Tower, and you have to do all these things before you can get to like upgrading a thing. And so it's like, initially it seems like that's the case. But as we've gone into the game, there's shortcuts within the menu system that I didn't even know existed. So it's like, right now, like, yeah, you can run around Tarsus, but if you hold triangle, you can go straight to your loadout, you can go straight to your missions, you can go straight to your friends lobby, all that sort of stuff. But the weird part about that is, like, they don't tell you about it. Like, it's not told to you in some tutorial that's like, oh, by the way, if you don't want to like run across the tower to go back to your thing, you can just press triangle. And it's like, okay, you could have fucking told me that.
And also, if you're in a specific, like if you're grouped up and your team's waiting for you, same thing applies. You don't have to run back to the terminal or your javelin to actually load in. You can hold triangle down and it'll pop you into the waiting queue for the mission, which is really nice.
Yeah, and then the other weird thing to add insult to a little bit of injury on that same front is, like, one of the complaints is, like, you go to the end of the mission and you get like a stat and everybody's got like their stats lined up, kind of like the end of a fighting game. And you see your loadouts and stuff. And initially it's just like, well, you can go to the forge, or you can go to forge is like your loadout, or you can go to the tower area. But then as you level up, like, I'm level 14, and right now, like, I have like a bunch, like, it gives me a bunch more button options. Like, oh, I can go to the pilot's lounge, I can go to a fucking strider, I can go here from the end of a mission. But it's odd that it's not there from the early levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, obviously it's here, you know, because it's like they've been working on this game for like fucking 6 years. So it's just weird that it's not there from the get-go. Like, right now, I'm in a area called the Pilot's Wing, which is more like a Destiny social hub, but like a small one. Think like the ship in fucking Warframe, but like a bit bigger. It can fit up to like 10 people in it. But like everything's like there on the left and right, like easy to access, like it is on your ship in Warframe. So I don't know. It's I think what it might be is it's one of those situations of there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen and they've all made souffle.
But here's this. Here's my 2 cents on that. This has to be probably one of the most complete games released in the last year.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean there.
It is the most functioning game that has been released in the last year by a major name. Like Fallout 76 wasn't a complete game. Look at the backlash that Star Wars 2 got. Or not Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Well, that was over microtransactions. It's not like the content wasn't there. It was gated.
It was still
a wall of money.
A shitty decision.
Agreed.
So, I mean, this to me has been one of the most satisfying day one games since Fallout 4, maybe even Far Cry 4.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play Destiny 1 until fucking Taken King came out.
Yeah.
I didn't play oh shit, what was the other game? I mean, I like a lot of games.
I don't know, man.
But you know, the last 2 games that I pre-ordered was super hyped about. I felt like I just got fucking burned on, and I was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
Yeah.
So, and it makes me really happy that, you know, a playable, complete product was shipped out with no bullshit from the developer.
Yeah, and I think another thing that I almost wish they had in the demo. I really wish the demo that they had like a month ago that you played, Mike. I really wish it had the 2 opening missions, because for a couple of reasons. A, they're tutorials, and they're really, really nicely designed tutorials. They're the kind of tutorial where they like really ease you into doing all the things.
Yeah.
And not in like you have to do this now. It's like you should probably press R1 to shoot your little homing rocket kind of thing. Like, it was really gradual, but at the same time, the 2 opening missions are hugely like heavy story based, and it gives you a really good sense for like what kind of the goals of the story of the game are, like who different characters are. Like, it like gets you into the world right away.
It makes you invest emotionally into the world.
Yeah, and like they're really solid missions to boot. Like,
yeah, they were really fun.
They're just, like it was one of Brock's things, because Brock was like, I gotta go through the fucking tutorial mission before I can play with you. And I was like, trust me, it's good, dude.
And it was. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, although as we found out with Robert, so if you're on PS4 and it's got the, you know, the download and it's like the ready to play, that ready to play is only those first 2 story missions, and then it's gotta load the rest of the game.
Oh.
So, FYI, PS4 folks, it says ready to play. You can, but only for those first 2 story missions.
I don't know why he was having so much trouble. My disc downloaded so quickly.
You are such a son of a bitch. Fucking.
I like buying physical copies. I like being able to touch and feel what I own.
Yeah, so your child can break it?
He would lose a finger. Actually, no, he knows better. He knows way better than to touch any of my stuff.
Yeah? What happens when he touches your shit?
Well, gets in trouble.
Okay.
I can't speak of it for legal reasons.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
No, nothing like that, but
fair enough.
You know, he's not fucking 2, man. He's 4.
See, whatever, close enough. So, I hear from the grapevine that you fucking dig Apex, Mike.
Oh, I fucking dig the shit out of it.
Which is surprising to me, because it's Battle Royale.
Yeah, I love it. But it's different, because if I shoot you, you don't turn into a tower.
Oh, I mean, that's true.
But turning into a chicken was pretty fun. That's actually why I liked Realm Royale.
Yeah, Realm Royale was fun. And I like Paladins, so it was okay. But, I mean, Apex just kind of scratches that weird itch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get mad when I get killed. I'm like, all right, cool, man. That was a good play. I can't believe I took all those bullets or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I think one of the most interesting things about Apex is that it came out of nowhere and it's incredibly polished.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it controls like butter, and of course it should, coming from Respawn. Like, the game runs well. There's still some connectivity issues. I've been bounced more than a handful of times. But I have to wonder if that's not, like the connection's stable, if it's not just, like, everybody in the goddamn planet's playing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's free.
I think it's a little bit of both,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Well, I'm sure they didn't expect fucking 25 million concurrent players in the first week.
Oh yeah, and
Like-
it's still got pretty high numbers too.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. You know. Who's your guy on Apex, Mike?
I'm pretty good with Pathfinder.
Really?
I'm pretty good with Gibraltar.
Okay.
And I every time I've won, I play with Lifeline.
Interesting.
I've tried playing Lifeline. I can't really get a grip on her for some reason.
I mean, I want Caustic. That's who I want. I want Caustic. So I realized I just sounded really Philly right there, and I didn't like it.
Plastic.
Caustic.
How about
Caustic.
How about
Caustic, you
them
fucks.
apples?
Caustic, you fucks.
All right, guys. I gotta.
You know what? That's Alabaster right there. The Philadelphia. That's what I'm gonna do.
The fill-in.
Yeah.
He's a fill-in. All right, guys. I gotta jump off. Movie's gonna start here pretty soon. I want to get some snacks and
Man.
seats.
All right, dude. No spoilers. I think I'm gonna see that this weekend too.
All right, sounds good, brother.
Peace.
Toothless dies at the end.
Oh, you are such a fucking cunt.
Oh God.
For everybody listening, I have not seen the movie. I do not know if
You know
Toothless
what?
dies.
You might be right. If you're right, it's gonna be hilarious.
I mean, I honestly kind of think that's what it's got to be, personally.
I do too. And then we'll see little toothless babies running around, populating.
No. Think about it this way, gentlemen. What would hurt worse? If Toothless dies, or if Hiccup dies?
Or
Or his girlfriend.
or
Slash
if
probably
baby
wife.
if a bunch of baby toothlesses are burned and then
His
they
wife
die,
dies and she's
and
pregnant.
then Hiccup dies trying to save toothless babies,
Oh yeah.
and then Astrid is left alone with just Toothless, and
Oh shit.
and all the Vikings are dead. Game of Thrones, bitch.
Way to be brutal.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
I will definitely we'll definitely have to do a show about dragons next week.
Yeah, next week, man.
Discuss the end results of a very amazing franchise.
Yeah. I hear the third one's good. I hope it is, because I love that fucking franchise.
I do too.
So good.
All right, boys.
Peace out, Brock.
Later. Later, Mike.
Later, man.
Well, alrighty, Mike. So I guess back to just us
Yeah, man.
for a smidgen of time.
Yeah, for a little bit longer.
So no more podcasting except Pathfinder is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any other details you wanted to communicate about that to our audience?
It's just, I'm in a weird headspace,
Okay.
and I'd rather not bring it onto any shows I'm on
Sure.
where I would talk, at length about subjects.
Yeah.
Pathfinder's okay because I'm literally letting everything out.
Sure. Okay.
You know.
Fair enough. Any particular area that has caused this kerfuffle? Is it just a amalgam of life and other things, or?
Yeah, we'll just say that.
Okay, fair enough. Am I allowed to post that you're on a podcast break? For fuck's sakes.
Everybody knows. I already said it.
I know. All right. Well, fair enough. Are you back to your old schedule, work-wise?
No.
No? Aren't you usually at work about now?
Oh yeah, no. Oh well, if they call.
Oh, it's an on-call bullshit thing.
Yeah, it's an on-call thing.
That's annoying.
Extra $50 a week just to hold the phone.
I mean, that's not bad. That's a game, almost. It's almost a new game right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you've also been playing a lot of Warframe?
Yeah, been playing a lot of Warframe.
Nice. I hear they're working on cross-platform play on that.
Yeah.
Which is good. Fortuna just came to the Switch version, so they're
Did it?
Yeah,
Have you
they're
played
getting.
it?
Yeah, they're getting. I haven't. I'm not that far in the Switch version because it's not. The accounts aren't the same.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not even past like the second relay or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played it. Switch version is great. Like nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's Warframe, and it's done by that amazing developer Panic Button who did the Doom port. So it looks way better than it should on the Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact that they caught up to Fortuna, because my understanding was Panic Button bounced after the game came out, and then Fortuna was kind of up to Digital Extremes. So the fact that they got that up in, like 2 months after it came out everywhere else. So, and you were talking initially when Fortuna came out that it had like a bunch of problems. Like, I assume they fixed all that shit.
Yeah, they fixed most of it.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah.
So, yeah, man. Good to podcast with you as always.
Yeah, of course. It'll be your voice will of course be missed, but as you would probably tell me if the roles were reversed, the show must go on.
Yeah, man.
Always be podcasting.
Yeah, and like I said, dude, having Brock on, maybe he'll get the bug and continue on with us.
Sure. Yeah, I mean
that would be cool as shit.
I mean, hypothetically, if the current line goes on, I mean we'll all be living into a house together instead of just a property.
Okay.
Because that's next on the actual real world list of things to do. In fact, we're meeting with his house guy.
Oh, nice.
Next week. And we gotta figure out what I can get pre-approved for and what Jessica can get pre-approved for, and if we can all go in together because we also need the space for the business. And then the real roll of the dice, which will be a literal roll of the dice because nobody knows, is whether or not we can even get a business loan big enough to buy the business. Because if we can't, things are fucked, Mike. Things are real fucked. Things are real fucked.
Things aren't looking good.
Yeah. I mean, things are kind of in a duct-taped situation here. Because, and I guess I didn't really talk about that either. Sorry, Fork Firm, for being absent for 2 weeks? 3 weeks? So one of that was I was unemployed and I was fighting for work. And then the other part was we had a genuine snowpocalypse here in Washington State. And we were snowed in for like a week, which was awesome in that the power never went out and I didn't lose internet. And I played I played too much Apex. Like, I reached the apex of Apex.
Yeah, Apex is super fun.
Yeah, but not when you're playing it for like 4 days straight. Because you got nothing else to do.
Maybe.
It gets a little much.
Does it really?
Much. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a game where you can just chill out, It's a high stress kind of game.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's not like you're playing No Man's Sky and you're harvesting some stuff and you don't got a care in the world. It's like, oh fuck, did a guy just come through here? Was he here? Did he take that thing? Was that door always open? I heard shots. Where are those from? West, south? Which way? What do you mean I'm out of ammo? Fuck! Like, that's Apex, man. Yeah.
The only problem that I have with Apex, and it's the problem I have with a lot of other games, is that I can't motherfucking change. I can't remap the controller.
Really? That's not in there?
I don't think so.
Oh, you were complaining about that on the
Anthem
demo for Anthem.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into the options right now and see if that's even possible.
Invert the sticks.
Let's see.
I got stick layout.
I'm looking. Okay, so I go into settings, go into controls. I have general, invert all the things. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's classic Anthem for you. See, I was looking in the menu, and then whatever happened on the squad I was on, they had a loading, and so I'm in a loading screen now. So that's the thing.
Are you playing Apex right now?
No, I'm playing Anthem.
Oh.
I'm actually helping out my buddy Robert. I've been helping him out the whole time because he started this morning, so he's super low level.
Yeah.
No, there's no bind thing. Yeah, unfortunately, there's layouts, and they've got like a bunch of them. I don't know if there's one that's like.
No, it's just the sticks. What the sticks do. You can't. It's just something I have to get used to again.
Southpaw, Legacy. It's Legacy. No. Legacy Southpaw. Cool. I'm just looking. Trying to look up for you. Nope, there's no way to do the map your aim and fire to L1 and R1.
Yeah, there's something I get used to.
Yeah, I mean, I know I keep saying it, and I'm not trying to be rude, but it is a really odd thing.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's odder than inverted sticks.
No.
Yes, it's way odder than inverted sticks.
Go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. No, it's not. No, it's not. Who would think? No. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest thing ever. Now,
why would you, as someone who has actually fought for this country and fired guns and whatnot, why would you want a flat round button versus a trigger pull for any game that has a gun? Seriously, what's the logic? Hello?
What game has that? Was that for a claw?
What do you mean?
The circle for fire?
No. I'm talking about the shoulder buttons, L1, R1, because they're kind of flat and they're kind of round. I don't know how else to describe them. You know, the shoulder buttons.
Oh, there's a pull as opposed to a yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like why a satisfying big button?
Because I don't like to move my finger when I play.
Okay, is it just a game thing? It has nothing to do with your service.
Yeah, it's just a game thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I mean, as weird as it sounds, it's just a game thing.
Okay. Hey, deep dive. Where do you think this originates from? Like, when did you first notice this was the thing you needed to have?
I think ever since they added 2 buttons on the top.
Oh, really? So, PlayStation, N64, or Super NES? I think
Super NES.
Really?
Yeah,
you're right, back. Because in Super NES they probably were on those buttons, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
look, I'm well aware.
See, I'll take that. I'll take that to the bank, Mike.
What? It's weird? I mean, I don't.
No. That like it came from like when you were using the shoulder buttons to shoot on fucking Super NES, because that makes fucking sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up this way. You know, it's like, and I bet you didn't know this. I did not touch a regular, like, D-pad controller until I was 15.
I believe that.
You know what I had? I had a fucking arcade fight stick.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you probably had sticks, right? Something weird?
Yeah, like the giant fucking knob stick.
Yeah.
Like, I had I was a Sega Genesis child, but I grew up on the official Sega Genesis fight stick. Had, like, the big knob, like, you could fucking unscrew it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little mini, like a pool ball.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge. Had giant clacky buttons. I'd like sit it on my lap.
Okay.
I grew up like a weird,
like an arcade stick.
It was an arcade stick. In fact, I'll fucking shoot you a picture right now. Sega Genesis arcade stick. Boom, used on eBay, $34.
Really?
Yeah, actually, that's kind of surprisingly low.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm shooting it to you. I'm shooting it to your phone because I'm on my phone. Right here. That's what I grew up on. Legitimately.
Did you text it to me or did you
I texted it
put
to
it
you.
in our chat?
No, I told you I was on my phone. So.
Oh, you're on your phone.
It's
okay.
the thing.
My phone's nowhere near me, but I'll get it.
So.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. It is right next to me. Oh yeah.
Ooh, I'm on battery. We should probably sign off.
Oh, yeah,
I got 15. I got 15%. Okay. Anyway, quick thoughts on that picture. Go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had Steel Battalion, right?
Oh fuck! Have we talked about? We probably talked about that, and I've forgotten.
I would assume we have, but
I still want to play it.
Yeah,
I have not.
It's probably. I guarantee you, it's still probably dope. Like,
I mean,
it was really fun. Like, it's a really fun game.
It's a legit experience. Like, you were in it at that point with that game.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna sign off. I'm of course author, podcaster, gamer Tim K.A. Trotter. By the way, Fork fam, Tim is getting his internet on, and I've started fixing the www.dynamicworksproductions.com website.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so it's a little messy right now, but it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better in the long run because I haven't fucking touched that thing since I had a dude do it, and now I'm getting into it. So, in fact, I was starting to fix stuff last Tuesday actually. So I got the fork icon up there. Gonna get shit squared away. I had the fork in your path icon up there, but then I did something wrong. I broke it, so I took it off. But I'll get to it again. So, send us your emails, theforkingyourpodcast@gmail.com, at Get Forked on Twitter. You can also follow the link there to our public Discord. Become a Fork family member and talk to us there. Anything you want to say? The floor is yours, unless the battery dies. So 13%. Go.
Shazam.
Okay, buddy.
Have a good one, Tim.
Catch you later.
See you, man.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
This is Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, Arrival, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, Arrival, by author Tim K.A. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only $2.99.
Yeah, what I mean.
Yeah. Is it a
What's
mic?
going on?
Hey.
What's up, Mike?
What's going on? What's going on, guys?
So,
Not much. Enjoying this awesome new game.
Which one is that?
you know.
Anthem.
It's like, you know.
You know why.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been playing Hitman, so
The collection or the new one?
No, the
The
one
one-
that's on the freebie on PlayStation Plus,
yeah,
buddy.
it's free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should download it while it's
Fucking
still
loved
free.
those games back in the day.
Yeah, this was the I think it's the number one, but it's like a full reboot. Is my
Okay,
understanding.
okay.
This is the one where you can
Yeah.
kill Sean Bean, right, Mike?
What?
Can't you kill Sean Bean in this?
I don't know.
I'm pretty
having
sure you can.
I'm literally playing the tutorials and getting all the. I'm trying to like. I think this might be the first game I ever platinum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's saying something. Well, then it must feel like butter then.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like, I used to not like stealthy games, and now I fucking dig them. You know what I mean?
Well, that was always the nice thing about Hitman. You could be stealthy, or you could walk in with a hatchet, killing everybody in the room. That's what I loved about those games.
The challenges are fun. That's what it is for me. The challenges, because like kill him. It was like beat him in chess and then drown him in a bathtub, and I'm like, what? All right, let's see how I can. Well, and then Mike does this. Is how that story ends. Like, I shot a guy through a roof of a building on an ejector seat from a jet.
Nice.
How fucking cool is that?
That's pretty
That is fucking
legit.
awesome.
That's very legit.
Like, I've never had a game like that, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. Now I'm addicted. Thank you. And it's free. And I'm thinking like, man, chapter 2 looks pretty fun.
I mean,
But
all
I'm
the
literally-
chapters are free though.
Well, I think it was chapter 1 was free. Chapter 2 isn't. I'm like, okay, cool. I might spend 5.
It downloaded 1 through 6 for me.
Didn't know that. Okay, cool. I'm super excited, man.
So
I thought it was only...
yeah, because the game is older because Hitman 2 is out. It came out like last fall, I want to say. So the game's like a couple years old. And the first one, they did it in installments. Because rather than spend a bunch of money on a bunch of levels, they're like, you know what? Because what happened was IO Interactive, who makes those, they bought the right. So they got bought by Square Enix, and then they bought themselves back, plus the Hitman rights from Square Enix to become independent again. And then that Hitman game you're playing, they did it episodically so that they could get, not go broke.
Yeah.
And obviously they did well because people love fucking Hitman. Because now there's Hitman 2. So
It was always a good fucking game, even back in the day.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first time I ever thought about playing it. Like, now I'm just like, oh man, stealth might be fun to play.
Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, it kind of checks like all of your boxes, Mike. Violent, slow, methodical, like, yeah, you might just find a whole new genre there, man.
Yeah.
Because I know I can probably speak for myself and Brock here. Fucking Splinter Cell, Metal Gear Solid, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you think Hitman's good, like...
Although Splinter Cell is super dated now.
Well, I mean, there hasn't been a Splinter Cell game this generation. That blows my mind that there hasn't been one.
But even the older games on Xbox Live they just feel really dated.
But they're still good. Like Blacklist and Splinter Cell 3 and like they're still great games.
Yeah,
but
I don't think you can even compare Metal Gear and Splinter Cell in the same, like they're the same genre, but they're not in the same league. Like,
you never played 5 though.
Tim, start the show.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in for the whole
well.
show, or are you talking and bouncing? Which?
I'll decide
Oh, okay.
later on.
Cool. All right. Cut in.